1.5 kilograms, another 5 kilograms, plus 5 more, and 5 more, and another 10 kilograms. 10, 20, 25, 26 kilograms more or less. Are you happy to take all of this with you on the trip? How much weight you're ready to add in the name of protection, and when it becomes just too much? These are the questions that I will try to answer in this video. So if you have nothing to do, grab your favorite drink and stay with me. Welcome back. If you open a website like Touratech or something similar, you will find thousands of options to protect any motorcycle, anything you like, and it doesn't matter how old or new it is. The example that I'm going to use today is my Tenere 700, but this video will be more or less universal and it could be applied to any brand and model. Engine guards, lower, upper or both, bush plates, handguards, headlights and indicator protectors, brake fluid reservoirs or cylinder protectors and radiator guards, chain and sprocket guards and linkage protectors. Of course, the ABS sensor guards, frame and engine covers, water pump and axle protectors. Actually, the list is endless, but how many of these are really necessary and what will only add an additional weight to your motorcycle? This is a good question, isn't it? The answer is not that simple because the brands and models are so many and they require a different type of protection. For example, BMW GS 1100, 1200, 1250, 1300 definitely need protection engine guards for the cylinder heads. Otherwise, you can destroy it very easy. On the other hand, many other brands and models are perfectly fine with the stock bush plate. Here now, you can stop me and say, Pavel, and hold on a second. You talk a lot, but you also change the bush plate of your motorcycle. Why? And I can tell you immediately. Two reasons. First is because sometimes I do like to ride in some hard terrains and I prefer to have more protection underneath. And the second is because this part of the bush plate, when I included this modification, protects the plastic pipes here and partly the water pump. That's why I did it. But it is not necessary in any way. So if we follow this logic, it is going to be very easy to know or to see what we really need, what is necessary for our model, and what is just a pointless weight. In theory, yes, it is very easy, but in practice, it's a little bit different. There are many reasons why, but I'm gonna point you out only two of them. The first is the common belief that the more protection you have, the better it will be. And the second sounds a little bit unreal and funny. It is that with all of this protection, the motorcycle will have this raw adventure look. Again, this magic word, adventure. The other day in my friend's garage, I saw a big adventure motorcycle. I'm not gonna tell you the brand and model because some people got really upset for it. But anyway, it has so much protection. Anything you can imagine. Engine guards, crash guards, hand guards, protectors on the rear side, on the axles, anything, even small protectors here on the indicators. In my opinion, most of these things were absolutely pointless, but anyway, somehow I understand this guy. He wants to protect its motorcycle best possible way, no problems at all. But finally I saw that it has two protections on the headlight, one from plastic like mine, and another one on the top of this from metal, like a metal mesh. So please explain to me, what is the purpose to have exactly the same protections? They're not the same, they're different, but they serve the same purpose, to protect the headlight. And what is the idea to have two of them in front of your headlight? Oh, I see, maybe it's again this adventure look. Here, because I know that many of you love protection, I will give you a few minutes to go in the comment section below and actually tell me why you need this and that protection. I will even put this video on pause. Did you finish? Good. Let me now remind you that mathematics is a clear science and weight is weight, no matter how you justify it on your motorcycle. On some stage, you're going to feel it, and this might be a problem, especially if you're far away in the middle of nowhere, tired and completely alone. In my opinion, without pretending that I'm always right or I know everything, I will say that on a real adventure motorcycle, I mean a motorcycle that is going to be ridden on and off-road for many weeks and days on different terrains, sometimes without even know where exactly, I will say that we have to be very careful and selective with any kilogram that we put in. because it will be very easy to convert a middleweight 205 kilograms motorcycle to a real elephant that will weigh more than 250-60 kilograms by only adding protection on it. Once again, pay attention on the words. I said a real adventure motorcycle, the one that is going to be ridden on and off-road in any kind of trips, even though this could be applied to any motorcycle, any brand and model, even if you ride only on the asphalt. Anyway, the example that I'm going to give you now is going to be my Tenere 700, but as I said, it could be applied to any brand and model. I have seen many of these Tenere 700s with upper and lower crash guards, about 8 kilograms altogether. Bigger bush plates around 3-4 kilograms, auxiliary lights with all of the cables, holders, plugs and adapters, they weigh around a kilogram. Big and heavy Yamaha handles around 5 kilograms, luggage racks with minimum 6 kilograms, hand guards like 0.5 kilograms, original center stand around 4.5 kilograms and many more. After a simple calculation, you will realize that the total weight of your motorcycle will easily become 235. And if you're very selective and careful and minimalistic with your luggage and have only 15 kilograms on the top, it will be already 250. If you have hard panniers, it will be a minimum 260 kilograms. My Tenere is 204 kilograms stock. I have additional bush plate that is 1.5 kilograms heavier than the stock bush plate. I have hand guards like half kilogram. I have these handles and plate that are around 2 kilograms. I have a center stand that is 3.5 kilograms. Altogether, I've got 7 kilograms. So it means that the total weight at the moment, ready to go, is 211 kilograms. I saved around 2 kilograms from the exhaust conversion, which is mean now I have 209 kilograms. So the difference between my Tenere with minimum protection and the one with maximum protection is going to be 26 kilograms. Even if I add on the top of mine 15 kilograms of luggage, this is exactly what I have on each one of my trips, I will be like 224 kilograms, still less than the Tenere with maximum protection without any luggage on it. So when you load this Tenere, the heavier one, it will be easily be 250-60 kilograms, depends on that how much luggage the owner will put on. As you know, or maybe you don't, but I used to have a lower crash guards, engine guards. I like them very much, they were not really noticeable. But then I had to switch to upper crash guards because of this bush plate, and I did not like them at all. So I finally decided to remove it, and well, when I removed it, it was like, oh, such a noticeable difference from only 4.5 kilograms. Can you imagine what will be with 26 kilograms? It will be like day and night. Man, I don't want to have this 26 kilograms on it. I know that it will be very, very difficult, almost impossible to convince many of you how you feel the motorcycle without the protection, but I hope that at least a few people will listen. Okay, Pavlin, but what will happen if you drop the bike? Well, this is a fair question and I plan to answer it right now. If you drop it on a flat surface, somewhere on the road like this, it will hit the pegs and the handlebar. As you can see, the side panels are still away from the ground. I'll agree that if you drop the motorcycle on a non-even surface with rocks and stones here and there, you might destroy this plastic panel. Yeah, absolutely. But you can do it also with the crash guards. I dropped the motorcycle a few times with the crash guards and without it, and the result was always the same. Nothing broke. Even if you need to replace one of these plastic panels, it's actually not that bad. In Bulgaria they cost around 60, 65 or maximum $70, so you can easily replace it. Yeah, Pavlin, but if you have these engine guards, you don't need to replace anything. Well, I'm not so sure about it. If you have a big rock or something to go between the pipes, it could damage it as well. And also when you hit the ground with this engine guards or crash guards, they'll be scratched and probably bent a little bit, and when you bend it a little bit, every time when you need to remove it and put it back again, the bolts are not going to go on the same mounting points, and it will be difficult to mount it and take it off every time when you need to. If you don't believe me, ask any KTM 990 owners and they will tell you how difficult it is to mount all of these crash guards every time when you drop it the motorcycle. So it is completely different story how many of you will actually keep the engine guards with the scratches on it. It is more likely that you're gonna remove it, repaint it, and install it again, and you'll spend actually the same money as the side panels. Anyway, let me now discuss all of this protection, what is really necessary and what is wasted money. Go around your motorcycle, be skeptical, and see what really needs protection. If necessary, put your motorcycle on the ground and check again. Some of the elements that you try to protect might cost less than the protection itself. Others, like the headlight of my Tenere 700 that cost 1000 euros versus 10 euros for protector, definitely worth it. The handguards have another function to protect from the rain and cold, not only to save the levers. A bush plate is a must only if you plan to leave the asphalt roads, and I already told you about the engine guards. Frame protectors are light and cost nothing, so no problem to have them. The rest of protection is not really necessary, and you can have them all only if you like to achieve this adventure look. But please don't be that naive. Adventure is a state of mind and is not related in any way with your motorcycle. It is a tool, maybe the most expensive tool that you ever have, but this is still a tool because the travel is what really matters. I really hope that this video will help you at least one person to make the right choice and maybe save some money. Press like or dislike, whatever it deserves. If you subscribe, even better. See you in the next one.